So from the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To throw, it's Mayama. Under fire. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the lone running back. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
That's caught. It's Jordan. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run.
Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Trojans!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Picks up the first down. Got a little grass. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it behind the line. It's Turner. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Lagway got his man on the outside. There he goes. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And Baylor's a team, man, it's been interesting to watch them because offensively, they make no bones about it. They want to throw the ball all over the yard. And what do? To replace their stud from a year ago, they go in the portal. They get DJ Lagway, a guy that can spin it, has had some high moments, also had some inconsistencies, Palmer. So I'm interested to watch this young man at the helm.
Yeah, the big key, I think, for Baylor is this coaching staff getting the most out of DJ Lagway. Because you said it, David, he was one of the most recruited players and Gatorade Player of the Year in high school for a reason. His ceiling is so high. The issue, though, has been the consistency. If this coaching staff can get him to play his A game week in, week out, this Baylor offense is going to be impossible to stop.
Lagway wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
The Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Trying the run, it's Jordan. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's Here's a heat. He's got him. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Throwing, Lagway. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback's showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to him. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Give to the back. Turning it on. The 40, the 30, the 20, inside. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fires to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Punts it out of the air. Crosses to 35. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And on second and short, they'll send 3 receivers wide right. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Mosley. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the run. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On the snap, it's Morris. Caught, close to the marker, it's Lagway. Flying out to the left. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Jordan. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as the clock runs before the half. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball to make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Here's Lagway to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Turner. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return.
And it's the Longhorns, looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football, and now you got to match up with those guys, and they're...
He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Bears.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Bowman. At the 35, he's open. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Trojans. They take the lead with the 6.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Flag wave. Grabbed in the middle. It's Livingston. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bears are marching down the field. Lagway to the air again. It's complete. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go.
Going for it all. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
Snags it. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Sends it back in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now,
Beck's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
and I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Swings it out to his running back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Jordan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. This time he wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Bowman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowman. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Zings it complete to the right. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Flagway wants to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Throws to the back. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure coming. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. The Bears line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. Maybe a crease.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. The give on the option. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this has got to be so frustrating because you're running out of time. You're running out of possessions. You got to get the ball back to your offense. But, man, this QB just makes a great play. He runs around, scrambles, gets a first down. So frustrating.
And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USC. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Flagway on the play action. Escapes the sack. Here comes the heat. Stands in and takes the hit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Lagway. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offense.
Finding some room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's Lagway to pass. Throwing right. The sure hands, it's Brown. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Lagway. That's it! A sack to end it as they finish off this one in style. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both